Yeah, see? We never miss a bright person. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Natalie, from Australia, and doing some work here in Mumbai with worship.
You know, it would help in these parts of the world, we normally put the microphone to the mouth.
Okay. Sorry. Just wanted to ask a question generally about the role of collaboration across the kind of usual industry boundaries, and whether you think that's a positive potential or whether you think that's a difficulty in creative clarity.
Look, it's a really good question. In fact, and it's probably pertinent to what I'm doing next. About 4 years ago, I read a story in the Times of India, quite a devastating story, which stuck with me. Went back to Australia, I couldn't get the story out of my head. Anyway, it happened a couple of years later, I happened to be in the JW here, and I bumped into a fellow sitting there called Anupam Sharma. And I told him about this story, and he said, I want to produce that. So in January of this year, we went up through, we did about a 1,300 kilometre road trip doing research on this movie. And then Anupam brought in his producer friend who's sitting right beside him, called Shanab. So what we've got now is we've got an Australian wanting to tell an Indian story with an Australian-Indian producer and an Indian-Indian producer. There's going to be a combination of Australian money, Indian money, possibly a French sales agent. So what you've got is you've got this, global kind of, aggregation, forces wanting to tell this story. It's all driven by the story. No matter what you do, and this is pertinent to the previous question as well, it doesn't matter what you achieve, it doesn't matter how successful you are, it doesn't matter what the budget is, or what stars are attached or whatever, it all comes back to the script. Everybody wants to read the script. And there can be all sorts of inducements as to why you would want to make a movie, but ultimately it comes back to the telling of that story, the execution of that script. And, what I'm working on next is, I think, probably a truly global aggregation. I sometimes ask myself, what gives me the right to come to India and want to tell an Indian story? But I'm arrogant.